All right, there we are. Everything should be up and running. Welcome, welcome, welcome. BogMod here, playing more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So our basic situation, a couple different things. We did help out stopping... I don't know if it's even on the horizon anymore. Nope. Tarazot's gone. We took it out. Fought the Mega Sisters. We also know that... we have an idea where the Charlayans, where they went around when they went to cause the change in behavior that is leading to this. So I assume we're going to be following up on that shortly. Yeah, we saved the day. All's well. I'm just going ahead and do the great work. Graha! Let's hang out with the alchemists. Yeah, me and my buddy Astidian. Heading back over there. And we still can't access the eastern half of this zone. But, well, soon enough, I'm sure. Soon enough, I'm sure. You know, it's been a little while since I played. It's just other things coming up. Hello, weirdest of giraffes. Now, if you recall... Oh, I've got that mount. So I want to check something. There. Oh. Ah! I didn't mean to be typing. Hold on. Nope. Okay, there it is. Okay. I was like, I wonder if I've turned off running for some reason. Apparently I have not. Yes. You get waved in. Safety of the fountain. Ah, yes. Stadium will not be our tour guide. I imagine normally if he gets lost in some place, he just hops. Left. Yeah, we just gotta go up. But I would much rather see if I can access this etherite. So I can teleport here whenever I want. Ah, boo, game. Boo. Boo, I say. Come on, buddy. Let's chat. This sumptuous portal. It leads to a... you know, why won't you let me turn to look at the thing we're discussing? Alright. Took the god of luck for the guardian. To try their own luck. Interesting. Let's test. Alright. So basically, sometimes you'll find little hidden vaults, and they're intended for you to explore. There we go. More directions, please. Where's this? The workshops. Well, let's check in on the workshops first. Alright, we like to chat with our buddy. Ah, Thabnerian Weave. Okay. Dare say Aimrek would be partial to gold. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. Oh, yeah, he looks good in the blue and gold. Strength and wear. Strength clothes is usually all I carry. That is enough. I can always obtain something locally. That does sound very Estinian. But I mean, like, our badass adventure, she's the same. First notice. Birds. Let's return to normal here. Alright. The food is good. Like the hamsa meat. Squawk, squawk. He wants to eat you, buddy. But I admit, they kind of look like delicious turkeys. Or chickens. Or chicken turkeys. There we are. We've been invited. Now this place is ran by a big old Dargan. There he is.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence.
Yeah, we did.
No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales.
I can't say thanks enough. Let me shed on you.
Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
So this guy has like a clear kind of like chin / mustache thing going on, right? With his bone structure. Do you think like when he's like a teenager, it kind of grows in spottily and looks like just the worst? It's like, oh, when is it gonna grow in? I don't recall any kids having face bones like that, so maybe.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Oh, he's really giving a lot of his body for the cause.
'Tis of no moment, a mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
I wonder how healing magic would work here. Like, if we just cast a few healing spells on him, the scales regrow, and then we can reharvest? Oh, that'd be terrible torture, though.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Aw.
'Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question.
Good character moments.
The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
The dragons came here after the star was sundered, I think? Maybe I misremember my history.
Nay, when war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered.
Yeah. See? I remember my ancient super history.
Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth not, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope.
That is super vague. Yes, Trax. I will soon catch up to you. In my amazingly slow progress.
He believed, so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since.
That's still super vague.
Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
Yeah.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Oh, such the diplomat. Do I have final words for the dragon?
Prithee,
Oh,
a moment.
the dragon has final words with me.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Yeah, I even had a little mini sword gormer floating around me for a little while. Yes, I only wish you could be with us here now.
I know of his clash with Omega and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained amidst Godsummer's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease.
Up until they want to make a sequel, and they decide to end the expansion or the series. Yep, fair.
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
You know, losing 5 people isn't that bad.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength.
But with all the apocalyptic threats we've been facing.
The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
I like this. It's good character stuff.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
We were having a private moment.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
Did you not hear him ask me to stay?
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
He's a good dragon. He had a good talk. Good character stuff there. So, Trax, how far do I have to go to catch up to you? I'm curious to know. No, it wasn't nothing. It was discussions about lots of interesting details. All right. To the High Crucible. Bit of a dull day today, I have to admit. Getting the tour. Past the mulberries. I wonder what happens if I do this. Oh! Well, that's kind of annoying. I thought, you know, because I couldn't attune to this one, there's no point. But apparently, yes. I should have been attuning to the others. Hello. What's this? No, look out. There we go. Palace of the Satrap. Meaning Cloud Master in Old Tongue, Rocky Megalith. Alright. An endless stream of people. Yes. An endless stream of them. You know, I should try and, at some point, try and do that, that climb again. The giant tower. You know, if every week I just gave it a couple shots. Yeah, well, I found the Crystarium quite simplistic in design, actually. Whee! There's still what? 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 shards. That's still a lot of shards. Oh, I see other people. Has the Aetheryte been activated yet? Nope. I do like the interior designs of this place. Actually, this little part kind of reminds me of the original first Deserty Zone place. Swirly. Before I talk to you guys, I'm just gonna nip over here past the... What is this? What science? Oh, that's right. This is the alchemist's place. So they're doing magical science. Of course they are. Look at those. Magical science being scienced at with magic. Man, you love to pose.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
Whoa.
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, but haste make waste. Maybe it's shoddy work.
Distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East. We'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
Interesting alternative.
Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Oh, look at you being so bold.
Take some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Oh, hey Nidhana.
Nidhana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidhana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
That's awfully nice of you.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who has truly saved whom?
Yeah. It's, we get the scales. You guys get the... It was a trade. We've saved each other.
Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true?
Yeah. You got boxes of them.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, how great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
This definitely changes the dynamic of the game now that we've kind of reached the point where we can get past the issues of dealing with the,
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
of the tempering.
What do you have there?
Magic flower.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Aww. It's a mood flower.
You imply that it is distinct from ether.
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows.
Yeah, like us.
Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
So they're implying a new kind of... I kind of thought that ether was just what everything was composed of. Feelings, thoughts, matter, everything.
Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate.
Then what is the good of it?
The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion.
So it can be manipulated. You lie! You lied. Spiritual emotion.
As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
Me.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research.
And apparently a lack of being able to demonstrate its existence. What you've described seems to be more theoretical than, like, hypothetical than actual reality.
Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
I'm curious. Is the implication that the flower could not possibly have reacted to our good moods unless there was a non-ether-based explanation? Is that what they're suggesting? Because that seems a little of a reach.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shove that away. Even though I'm apparently having deep, significant spiritual emotion right now.
See to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can.
Oops. Click too soon. Alright, well, I guess I will collect the final 3 ether points. Are you working again yet? Nope. Oh, is there really no way to get up there except by the long way around? That's a shame, but you know what? It's fine. I needed to get over here anyways. For this guy. And then we can zip up to the fibers and then take the top path over. And then we just take a right. Go over there. There it is. The last one. Yay! Here we go. Oops. Here we are, a little home away from home. Oh, already done all the meetings. Plumped my pillows. Yeah. Probably no ghosts are going to visit me while I'm here, but you know. Oh, my flower isn't feeling emotional anymore.
Take heart and protect them well.
Oh, DoorDash.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
It is. They actually did it.
We've bought quite a lot, interested. Only the finest
all right.
last stand.
Hilarious. Okay, that is 100% a pizza. That is a full-on burger. Hates the pickles. I like pickles on my burger.
Lest you wonder, we invited
Muffins,
this dinner
salads.
as well. But he
Macaroons,
refused
maybe?
with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Apparently,
I
isn't...
don't know about that.
Perhaps our lone wolf just.
I was going to say, isn't Charlene cuisine supposed to be all bland? And yet here, there, we've got burgers, we've got pizza, cookies.
Brooding stare. Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear.
That is a
sit down
massive
in
burger,
front of
though.
the Charlian feast and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
I know. He's a grown adult. He can handle himself.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was.
Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm.
Well, we got sandwiches there in the middle.
If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle.
Oh, he hasn't figured out flight.
Require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Yeah, so they have the burger.
You used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well...
She's sharing the cookie. Eat the cookie. Eat the cookie. being offered the cookie, man. Your stolen cookie.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh.
It isn't. I understood. I understood that. Only one pickle? You put more than one small pickle on a burger that size. There should have been like 4 or 5 pickles on his plate at this point. Game, you've taken me out of the moment. Immersion is ruined. No. Let's are we pushing on until dawn? Let's stay up.
I'm not that ambitious. But it is pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Oh. Magic emotion mood flower. I wonder how it would act around you, buddy. What's your mood these days?
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from
Let's
the
bring a coat.
skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Oh, but he'd be happy if we struck at him here, wouldn't he?
Our foe is bold enough. Oh, that.
Yeah.
I assure you.
He's like, ooh. I thought you said you were bringing me bad news.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is equal.
You're kind of a sad sap, Xenos. I'm sorry. Get a hobby, man. Another hobby.
Equally tedious.
There we are.
Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
Maybe we need to get you some therapy.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame.
Maybe you've got some sort of vitamin deficiency.
I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
It is interesting, though, because, like, he is so obsessed with the main character. But as a player, as someone who has a bit of control and direction on how your character feels in the little out moments they offer you. Man, like, you might not care one bit about Xenos in turn. It's an interesting little duality.
Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
He's like, okay, buddy.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me. So I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Moon. All right. Oh yeah, right. The old man who kind of talked out when we were doing the big meet with the politicians. All right, and we'll check it on him. Hey, twins. The Scholark. All right. The phenomenon. Do 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 do. Phenomenon. Do 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 do. Big old auditoriums, magical laboratories, experimental magics, and bureaucracy. Study of the ethological formula. And then, with ether being the fundamental aspect of nature, Maybe. Yeah, it depends if that if happy thoughts are also a fundamental part of nature. I'm happy to hear the history. Oh, there we go. Yeah, everyone, they're all getting in on it. Nice. I wouldn't have called it a foppish speech. So mean, LSA. It's a youngster at the stadium. Graduated with highest honors. Actually, champion of the debating chamber. Oh, interesting. Alpha Node crushed her in grades. Oh, she didn't even graduate with honors. Wow. Because you've done some pretty, like in terms of new ether inventions, you seem to have been outdone. You actually figured out how to reverse tempering. Living in your brother's shadow. Now, if they're twins, why did she join after him? Was it just because she was less grades? An excitable student. The Alpha Node level year. An event of ePo chatting reports is fast approaching. Spread the word. Surely you guys would have heard the rumors by now, I feel like. Lakatia. A cousin of Graha's, perhaps? Training gleaner fresh off the guild ship. Afraid you're wrong, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. The most important thing you'll find in the studio. Books! And everything else is of secondary importance. Yes, I'm afraid I'm going to have to correct you. I'm not a gleaner. Though I have gleaned, as it were, many things. Maker's meat, okay. That's a very vibrant outfit, but I appreciate the help. Not that many books in here. I've seen more. Off to the auditoriums, alright. Oh, hello. Learners meet the public lecture hall.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment.
Oops. Didn't mean to click so quick.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the Annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
Ah, they're good kids.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried.
Ah, magical secrecy.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture.
Magic!
Take a seat.
Oh, they're such nerds.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Yeah, if two are of the incorporeal sort, then the third is the corporeal.
Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us. This form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked.
I do find it interesting, kind of how they've set up that the body, the mind, and the soul are all uniquely and distinct entities, despite how the memory and the soul are linked. They are distinct. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between them.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
In this metaphor, isn't the ink memory? So we're dousing the soul with more memory? I guess if you don't have actual legible words, it's just a vague thing.
It would blot out everything that was written.
If you fill up the soul with too many memories, you can't remember anything.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
Oh, and the first game ended, and you guys had to reboot because the original version of FF14 was crashing and burning hard.
The seventh Umbral Calamity.
Yeah!
The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
Or, someone gets really clever with magic.
For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
Yeah. It's like when you emboss paper.
we are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew.
So there's an interesting, like, aspect here. If the soul is made of ether, and then you're reduced to just ether, how does the soul reassemble, I guess? The soul would need to be like feels like it would have to be like at a primer, more fundamental level than the ether itself for that to work.
Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole.
Ah, okay, there we go. There we go.
Real world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
I'm inclined to believe the reincarnation theory in this particular setting.
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
Oh, he has to do it like that to entertain the younger kids at this place.
Although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge.
What a friendly old professor he was. Let's see, level 525. Ooh. I think that's an upgrade for me, actually. Oh, the Archon loaves. Nope. I'm at 530. For some of my gear. Yeah, gonna meet this recommended friend. Oh, side quests. You know how I love my side quests. Fraison, my fair mammoth. Aw, he's lost his mammoth. Oh, a jilted mammoth. Designs for academic uniforms. You know, similar to how they don't have much of a culinary industry, fashion seems one of those things they wouldn't have gotten much into. Very much they seem a function over form culture. All right. Sure. I will give you feedback on your little job, buddy. A strange creature and a timid student. Mm-hmm. Squeal, squeal, squeal. Oh, it's gone. That's a beaver. The rare and mysterious beaver. As a man from Canada, I can warn you now. You're probably doomed. They will destroy you. You have no chance. Just give up now. Nothing can stop beavers. We're not even going to make it to the end of days, thanks to that beaver. Yeah. Educate me, good sir. This is no rock, but an experimental apparatus. Alright. Blow up the rock. Okay. So artificial energy that nurses all things. Some returns to the environment, some returns to physical form. Okay. The crystals are... You've opened my eyes, but half our knowledge has been piqued. Why? Alright. Okay. I just wanted to help encourage the guy. Battle stance, eh? Okay. 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 Ooh, look at me showing off my moves. Here comes Sweat. Okay. Now, where am I going with this? Get the crate. I'm not sure where I'm going. Ah. All right. They thought I was one of the members of the forum wearing this attire. How easily one could infiltrate their society. Yep. If that's not physically taxing duties. Alright. Happy to return the robes. You know, I rather thought we would have headed on towards investigating that the something sea, I think it was. They did like a research expedition, discovered something, which is what changed their behaviors. I thought we would have pursued that by now. We've definitely been sidetracked by other side duties. Children are fond of explosions. He's not wrong. Well, there we go. Look at me. 525. I'm so elite. The Numenon. Now this is a place of books. The Great Google Library to a lecture. The books have run off. And they're violent books. Alright. Also, hello. The Numenon. Parent and state to the Great Google Library. Alright. You know, I did when I was working on the background of a character for one of the RPGs, the TTRPGs that I'm in. I similar to that library, like with the whole multi-levels, walls filled with shelves. I did something similar in a backstory to one of my characters. It was fun. A vicious volume. All right. Are they all over here? Is there more than one? Yeah. Look at those nerds being nerds. Reading. Methinks the other side of the river. Looks like I'll have to go up and around. There it is. It was a good book. Books acquired. An ash-covered envelope. The ash spells on a message. To the kind soul who finds this missive, pray deliver this letter to the unassuming Miko, a scholar who can usually be found sequestered in the quiet corner of the confluent. Many thanks. Hey, there's the strange creature. Squeal, squeal. It squeals harshly, but will follow me. All right. I have brought back your doom, child. Or not child, just... yeah. Oh, see? They clone themselves in vast numbers, and then with their fangs, they consume you. Return those books. Ooh, a restricted tome. Right. You know, if you're worried about damage happening to the tomes from wear and tear, putting enchantments on them that cause them to run off into the wilderness, not a good long-term solution. Alright, so I'll help that fair mammoth. That'll clear out the little collection of little side missions we picked up. Oh, not quite. The Light of Progress. Alright, so we got one other little side job to do. Made a noise as I approached here. Is there a viewing point or something nearby? Behold the letter. Oh, music changed. Of course, I see. Dubious prominence. This is kind of responsible for recalcitrant behaviors. He made bombs to surprise his teachers with. And then he burned down a whole lot of their gardens. Give him a candle. Okay. So the man's basically in student jail, and we're making his life a little less filled with punishment. I don't know if I approve. Oh, maybe that's what it was signaling me about. But how am I to reach you? Can I? Oh. Ah, there we are. The rostra. Oh, someone was killed by lightning during a debate, so they're like, well, maybe we should move our debates indoors. That's what happens when you anger Zeus. Got the candle. Ow. We'll head down the stairs. Hello, Mammoth. Is that... I think that might be an alpha node Mammoth. Behold the candle. It's a thick candle. Let's see. One of the students confined within these rooms spent his days unraveling some most troublesome mathematical problems at the time. Directed his attention, he was quite successful. Oh, okay. Alright, so he's going to try and do some fancy math. Well, good luck to him. Let's see. The existence of this map is probably a secret best kept from certain individuals. Or is it an Alice mammoth? So sure. I heard from afar. Yeah. He made a creepy little doll of some lady. A certain lady we're not going to mention this to, apparently. News of the warning scales met with much joy. All right. We may be preparing for a big attack. Oh yeah, why are you staying here for? Ah, there it is. Politics. What's this one? Ah, the Sage Path thing. I'm not in any rush to pick up the Sage class. Three of those powerful women in one room. Excuse me? I believe they can't be the three most powerful women in the room without me in attendance. Company? Yeah. Well, good news about the towers. We can actually defeat the towers now. And get separate fronts though into sight. More creatures are being abducted. Ah, we get to go to Garlemald itself. Bold. I like it. And ask that we set aside the decades of conflict of conquest. We just want to forgive and forget. Alright. The small stars are merely precursor of what's to come. Alright. Divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. It could be. The spires are siphoning ether from the land. Seem to maintain their form. Plus extra. Possibly being sent to that main tower. Okay, okay. I'm going to go for honor and glory. I think we've portrayed this particular character fairly steadily as a glory-seeking warrior sort. All right, packwork clothing, eh? Dramatic music heading to Garlemald itself. Exciting. You know, they might be leaving the contingent. Ooh. Nope. Oh, they gotta be doing management. Even in population quarters. Yeah, I kind of agree with Justinian on this one. You can't please them all. In safe hands, yeah. Hi, guys. They do my homeland and save my people, but so it would place the entire mission in jeopardy. Fair enough. Him showing up would just complicate the whole thing. Yeah, we'll deliver the people from harm without you there. Maxima will join us, okay. We got a new shirt, which I don't think I'll need. Because I think I'm wearing a level of, 530. And this is a 525 top. Thus making it useless. Ooh. A mystery box. What's in the box? Is it going to be what's her name?
By the 12.
The girl who was all helped oppress her people. Oh. Oh. This is more than I was expecting, honestly.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without me.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose.
I'm impressed.
We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of
Just doing
Garlemald.
push-ups.
Much rides on the efforts of the Ilzabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Ah, Lucia, right. She's from there, isn't she?
Lucia.
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Hi, Lise.
Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must.
I don't know that I recognize you.
I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfier to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me.
Oh yeah, he did the pirate uprising. Now that I think about it.
Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
Oh, well, actually, I'm going for the glory.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
You know, I'm liking this little scene.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the Avatar of Destruction. With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolain!
Ah, yes. Emanolain de Forton, at your service.
Oh, it's been so long. Nope. It's not coming to me.
Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Maybe Chris Prancing lead the way to victory. I dare say your fancy footwork may be all that stands between us. And certain. You know what? It's... I'm gonna go with... I feel like it's said with some snark. So I'm gonna go with this one. Odd that she looked away when she said that. Alright.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Oh, no ninja or samurai.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their
Ooh, is it the nomads?
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Yes, it's them.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come.
Ah, Sadu.
Lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Yeah, Sadu.
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
We do both.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
I brought some bunny girls and a catman.
and the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities, which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald.
No, I will disagree, Alphinoda. Our goal is to destroy the Telophoroi.
And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused.
And again, like, it's because you're portraying it as this is a humanitarian mission rather than we're going to the heart of the enemy to stop them.
Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy.
Yeah, because you're portraying this. We need to go help the Empire. No, that's not how you portray this mission as to people. If you wanted volunteers, you'd portray it as, all right, you know those magical towers? We think we got a way to stop them, but we need to go into the heart of the enemy territory to take out their primary tower.
But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all.
I mean, it is an interesting perspective to take, right? And they're like, you know, the fascists are no different than us, really. you know, the imperialistic fascist monsters of the Empire, they're not that different. They're not that different. Aren't we all really just fascist imperialists at heart? Come on.
Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Sid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders.
Yeah, but for every one of those people you name, can't you name someone who's like, and so just killed so many children?
Gaius bloody Balesar himself is working to help rebuild Wurlid, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good.
Yeah, there we go. That's kind of what I'm more interested in here.
It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
Like, again, I'm not against the sentiment that they're not all terrible, but I think going about the perspective of, yeah, come on, the fascist imperialistic army, they're not that different. Don't worry about it. They're not so bad. They're downplaying what they've done a bit to achieve this.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlund Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Do you think the dragons could lend a hand there?
The closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Alright, you know what? I'm pretty happy with the plan overall. The group assembled. I just disagree about their... I would have preferred them lean a little more onto the whole idea of the tactical aspect of this rather than the humanitarian aspect of this. Yes. Well, I get to hand out the tokens. Here you go. Have some warding scales. Yeah, you got information about them. Yeah, you can't get mind controlled if you wear these devices. The future. Here I am, alright. Permission to leave, yep. Distant lands in times of strife. Together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. Is that a haiku? I think it's a haiku. To beware the cold of Ilsbard. Special warming tinctures. Alright. Well, I think on that note, we will take our break. Yeah. And we can come back and we can go into Garlemald. It's been a while since that became an option, so I'm very excited to do that. Good build up. That was a great scene. Quite enjoyed it. Overall, yeah. I'll see you all, well, bro, knowing my luck, not soon, but we will continue.